car because we're...
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. It's never morning when we're doing these things. I'm a night person, so our current schedule is, I think yesterday I slept at 5 a.m. and then I woke up at
2. What?
I woke up earlier today. I woke up at like 12:30 today. So, I mean, in the full perspective of this, you know, I'm sleeping like regular hours, 5 to like 12:30. That's like 7-8 hours of sleep. That's a regular amount of sleep. It's just not a regular time. So that's what we've been doing, and that's just because I like to stay. I get like a burst of energy right about 12 or 1 o'clock, and then I'll kind of stay up. And so the thing with that is I always have to beat the sun. So I have to beat the sun to sleep. If not, then I've lost, and then it really messes up the schedule because then I'll wake up at some ridiculous time.
Doesn't sunrise start earlier?
Yeah. It's okay. I mean,
And then when March
we've been
comes,
sleeping
you're
before the
going-
sun, so we're doing okay so far.
March comes, it's going to be daylight saving.
I never know what that means off the bat. Is that
Start.
forward? Is it backward? Spring forwards or is that right?
You lose an hour.
I lose an hour. That's spring forward,
Mm-hmm.
right? Still, I don't know. I don't know if that's supposed to help because is it? See, I don't even know. It's forward, spring forward.
Okay.
Well, I don't know because Stella because I never know when clocks go backward or forward. I just wait till someone tells me what to do, or I'll look it up or something. And then Stella one time was like, "Oh yeah, it's fall forward, spring backwards," and I'm like, "Why isn't it spring forward, fall backwards?" And so
Does that make you confused forever then after?
it kind of messes me up because you know it's got alliteration, fall forward, but I believe that's incorrect because it's the spring and then you jump forward an hour, and if you jump forward an hour, that means you lose an hour of time. Right?
It is like 80 degrees here in Atlanta.
Yeah, cranking up the heat. Anyways, our movie starts in 10 minutes. It'll take us probably 15 minutes to get there.
Why,
Gotta take it.
honey? I made you breakfast in time.
Yeah. So like, the movie pass is pretty liberating because now I'm like, I don't know why. I'm like, oh, whatever. If I'm late, then I'm late. Which is kind of weird because I really don't like missing any part of a movie.
And then you think there's all these trailers depending on the theater.
Depending on the theater, but
It's a
I've been
movie.
correct. I've been correct thus far when we go to the Regal Atlantic one because it's a bigger theater and the previews are like 10 minutes, 15 minutes long. Yesterday for Black Panther was really long.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I always think we're gonna be fine. But like with I, Tonya,
We missed the beginning.
we missed the beginning, and that though it's probably inconsequential, it really bugs me to
That's
not.
the only one we missed.
Yeah, that is the only one we missed part of it. Jumanji, we got there like 2 minutes on time, 2 minutes before it started.
And then you have a problem. You need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. So like every single movie we've watched, this is our 6th movie now, but for the past 5 movies, for the first 4, I didn't get to go to the bathroom. For Black Panther, I went to the restroom. But like all of them,
Beforehand.
yeah, I also went to the bathroom before we leave. But like about an hour, I want to say it because I don't look at my watch or my phone in between movies because that's weird. The movie should be engaging enough. You don't do that. It's really annoying because a lot of people in the theater, they keep looking at their phone, and it's a super dark room, and it just even if it's on dim, it's just super bright. It's so annoying.
The guy in front of us the other day had headphones on and was playing other things. He was like
Oh, really?
watching something else. I thought it might be like the audio accessible.
Answer.
For like someone who's ADA or not ADA, but
What would that
Disabilities.
yeah, but what would that
But it
look like
was-
for
but
headphones?
I don't know. They have maybe it's a different language. I don't know. So I thought it was that, but then he started playing games and watching something else. Like, well, no, he's just being rude.
Yeah, that's also why I'm not big on theaters because like you got to deal with people and just people are terrible. Except you guys that are subscribed to this channel. You guys are fantastic. What was I saying? Yeah, so I don't like to miss any part of a movie. I'm kind of a completionist in that matter. That's why I'm bigger on movies than TV shows because TV shows I never know when they're gonna end, and a lot of TV shows overstay their welcome. That's one of the things I really liked about Breaking Bad. If you guys haven't seen Breaking Bad, you should go watch it.
It's been like 10 years.
Yeah, but Breaking Bad, it ended. It knew it had to end.
It's 10 years. 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 10 years
we're going way off topic. But movies have a definitive start and a definitive end because I'm sitting there for 2 hours and I'm gonna get a story. That's why movies that end with "to be continued" are terrible. Most movies don't do that. But I do remember, I believe, the second Matrix, it ended with them. If you haven't seen it, this is a spoiler, but it's a super old movie now, so that's probably your fault.
You won't let me watch it again. You have a problem.
Hold on, honey, hold on. But I believe, I don't know if my memory's fantastic with this, but I believe the end on top of a big rig and they're doing something and it just stopped with like "to be continued" flash on the screen. Don't do that. Don't. Why? No. But most movies don't do that anymore. It also bothers me when they do part 1 and part 2 of like an end movie. Don't do that either.
You can blame Harry Potter for that.
I blame Harry Potter. I personally blame Harry Potter. I think it's the one that created that opportunity for all movies to do that and like capitalize on wanting to finish and have people like me, the completionists. You want to finish the series, and to finish it, you have to watch both of them. But things with like that are based on books like Harry Potter are finite in the fact that there are only so many books, so that it should end after so many movies, but it didn't. Same thing with Twilight. There are only 3 of those books, but they had just 4 movies. What's going on, guys? Yeah, but movies are good because there's a beginning and an end. If I start the beginning, I'd like to go to the end. I have not walked out of a movie before, not once, at a theater, because I paid for it and I wouldn't want to leave because I paid for it. But yeah, that's what I think about movies and TV shows. And end the clip now.
You didn't tell them what we're doing.
What? Right, we're gonna go watch Color of Water? Shape of Water. I don't know. We're gonna go watch Shape of Water right now. And I don't know if I'm gonna like it, because it's like, it's on the cusp of something that I would go and watch on its own. I like the sci-fi aspect of it and the fact that that doesn't help with the lighting at all. This is super bright. And the fact that it's got sci-fi, it's got weird things that they're kind of like gonna escape and they gotta plan things. But Stella told me it's supposed to be a super artsy movie and like really cool pictures, and like Life of Pi was like that, and I was not a big fan of Life of Pi. Life of Pi was kind of slow paced for me.
Wait.
I don't know. The movie starts at 4 o'clock. It is 4:14 right now. And I think we'll be there right when it starts. Alright. We just finished the movie, Shape of Water. 6 down, 94 to go. That's correct, right? After we finished watching the movie, we went to DSW. Oh, it doesn't say on the bag. Unfortunate. Missed branding opportunity there. Went to DSW because Stella had a $10 gift certificate.
Look at that socks.
That sucks.
Those are colorful socks?
Yeah, they're colorful socks. I know. You came here for a movie review. It's going to be something completely different. Colorful socks. Anyways, what do you think of the movie?
It was good.
Give it a thumbs up.
You really liked it? Do you have like a rating of your 6 movies that you've seen if you had, if they were to only watch 2 of them, which 2 would you recommend?
They would only watch.
And if they can skip one, which one would they skip?
If they could only watch 2 of the 6 movies I've watched, you're telling me
I'm
like
telling
a third of the movies, right?
Yes, because I know you're gonna pick Black Panther. I'm like, well,
Black
besides
Panther.
Black Panther, which one would it be?
Well, I mean, it depends on what kind of genre they like, but as an overall, I would say Black Panther and Coco.
Coco?
Yeah, Coco was good. Coco was good. I like Coco.
Okay.
Shape of Water is also pretty good, but Black Panther and Coco, if you could skip one, I'd say Greatest Showman. I was thinking about it, I was like, like after watching these other ones and having more comparison points, because I usually don't rank things on like a up, maybe down thing.
Yes. So
I usually just say it was okay, but like after looking at it, So the 6 movies, I'm like, The Greatest Showman doesn't stack up as well because there were a lot of like points I had that I was like,
Is that now a maybe?
And oddly enough, like I didn't enjoy Greatest Showman as much as Jumanji, and Jumanji was lacking in some things too.
Have you not watched enough movies to have a comprehensive review system?
I don't review movies.
Yeah,
I just think movies are, that was okay, or like, it was good. Like, it was really good.
Like,
arbitrarily.
recommending someone to watch it or not.
They should watch them all.
It should.
Again, you can probably skip Greatest Showman, and then Jumanji if you had to pay for it.
And then what's the other one we're missing?
I, Tonya.
I, Tonya.
Oh, we were late to the movie.
And the problem is you don't know how late you are.
It's unfortunate, yeah, because I don't know how late we are, but based on when we got out, I think we were only like no more than 5 minutes late. But it's unfortunate because, like with Jumanji and pretty much all the other movies, it didn't matter as much. Well, you probably shouldn't have missed the opening of Black Panther.
Did we miss it?
No, we didn't. But that was the beginning scene, right? It was a flashback scene.
Oh, how Wakanda is a place, or what kind of place it is, and how it came to be. It's like a backstory.
And so it's unfortunate because the 2 times we missed it, it kind of mattered. It bugged me a little. I'm gonna go back at some point and watch the beginnings of I, Tonya and this Shape of Water. So and they're both important in the same way. Did you catch that?
What do you? They're like the
I didn't realize the entire
narrator to both of them.
Yeah, they're being narrated. Well, not narrated. The first I, Tonya is an interview.
But yeah, so it's like the beginning of the interview.
Yeah, and then they end it at the interview. So with I, Tonya, it was some kind of opening where they had some kind of dialogue interviewing. Yeah. Georgia drivers. Y'all terrible. If you didn't know that. Georgia drivers are bad.
No.
I'm kind of kidding, but no, y'all bad. LA drivers. Anyways.
I think we can't do it in this car.
You keep going off of the thing with the So, I, Tonya was like an interview. They start with the interview process, probably like, well, how was she like as a kid, and then it goes on to whatever or something.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize the Shape of Water was also in the same fashion
until the very end.
Until the very end, like the guy started talking, and then it tied back, but it didn't tie back for me because I was like, what just happened?
Uh-huh.
I imagine the question would be,
what kind of person is she? Where is she now?
Yeah. And like, I was like, what?
Doesn't that make it so you know that she's gone?
What do you mean?
That whole time. If they ask you, where is she now? You know she either went somewhere or she died.
I wouldn't say that. I think the beginning question would probably be, see, and this is hard. It's kind of fun because we don't know what it is, and if you guys have watched the movies, you guys know what it is.
It's weird because we know the ending, and that's like a clear spoiler.
What do you mean?
We know what happens in the end of the movie.
I mean,
but we don't know what happens in the beginning. Where is this weird bump you don't like me passing over?
Oh, it's coming up over here. So.
Okay, this one?
Yeah. Oh, okay. You can go over it. I don't know if it was that one.
This one?
Maybe I don't even know what I'm talking about. It just, maybe at night it comes out funny. This one. This one right here. Yeah, that's definitely the one I don't like.
Okay,
okay. My question, I think it'd be like, how would you describe Amelia?
You're passing the street.
No, you're just running.
With the dog. That's such a tiny dog. Clearly, that's 2 dogs.
I mean, I don't remember her name. Was her name Amelia?
No.
That's unfortunate that I got her name wrong. For me, character names don't matter. I can just remember and forget them. It's okay. What's her name? They barely say it in the movie.
I can't remember.
See? There you go.
Well, you didn't remember Killmonger.
Yeah, but I imagine that's what the question was. Like, how would you describe her? And then it goes on to describe her life and stuff. But I was happy that earlier when I was before we watched the movie, I was describing how the movie could go. It did the former.
The dubbing?
Well, no, that was something different. But yeah,
I'm sorry.
it did dub, and
Why did they go so far?
and that made a lot of sense to me that was gonna happen. And I don't know why you asked me why would they dub it.
I asked you what.
No?
No, why would they dub when no one's talking? You would have
Because then you wouldn't.
subtitles, which is what it was.
Yeah, subtitles,
not dubbing.
dubbing. Yeah. Well,
No, because when you watch your anime, there's either dubbing or there's subtitles.
what?
You watch your anime.
Oh.
And they have a description for you. It's either dubbed or it's subtitled, or they have
My mistake.
neither.
Yeah, I used the incorrect word earlier. We'll fix that.
No, we won't. You were wrong.
Yeah, you just put a flashlight incorrect. Not dubbed, it's subbed. Yeah, dubbing and subbing. Okay. Why didn't you just tell me that earlier?
I was like, because you sounded so confident with dubbing, and I was like, are you sure it'd be dubbed?
Yeah. Just a malaprop.
They're so similar that you could also, it would make a lot of sense to use it there too. Malaprop is like something
nope.
where it'd be...
Malaprop is incorrect use. For those of you who don't know what malaprop is, I realize I say that a lot. For those of you who don't know, you guys are all smart, you guys know what it is. If not, you can look it up. We're gonna go over it anyways. We're gonna go over it anyways. Malaprop is when you use a word that sounds similar to another word, and you mistakenly use that word.
So they sound similar? Subtitles and dubbing?
Sub and dub.
No.
Not similar.
No.
And so what do you mean? They sound similar. So I replaced one. Anyways, back to the movie where it was subbed.
Yeah, see, sub and dub. In your mind, sure. Would you have said subbed instead of dub? Because I would have thought subtitles, and that's not super.
Well,
close.
it's because I use the word sub and dub because I don't. Because they're malaprops. What do you mean now? That's how I always say.
Yeah, but that's not how I would think, and I wouldn't think.
It's like I don't know what dub means. Is that the word in and of itself? Is it dub? I know sub means subtitle. There's dub. Is there? Does that expound into something bigger?
Expound.
What's wrong with that word?
Expound.
Expound. Expand. Is that?
Expand.
Is that not the same?
What's expound?
Expound upon. It's further elaborate. Easy trick, guys. If words sound the same, they probably mean the same thing. Like expand and expound. They sound pretty similar. They're pretty much the same thing. Disturb, perturb, sound similar. Pretty much the same thing. Pretty good trick. Sometimes it doesn't work. I mean, most of the time it works. I think. Does dub become something bigger?
No, I've been saying no.
No? It's just dub?
Yes.
Oh, see, that's confusing. Why do you say sub then?
Not. You say sub. I keep saying whenever
Well, because that's
you
what
say that,
most
I
people
always
say.
think subtitle, and I don't think sub.
That's what most people say. They say sub just because it's such a short. People like to shorten things, and I usually don't, but that's one of the words that I use. Yeah, we got a Frosty key for a while ago, and so we've never used it, and now we're apparently going to use it. Frosty key give you 1 free Frosty for a purchase. We'll come back to this later if we remember. Alright, we finished getting our Wendy's Frosty.
Is it tiny?
Yeah, it was really tiny as Frosty. It seems smaller than a small. I'm not really sure if we're supposed to go small. I don't know. I thought the small was like $1. And then we got to 89 cents.
We have a price.
Yeah, it gets discounted.
Oh, so it takes it.
Yeah.
It says free junior Frosty
So we get a junior Frosty.
per visit.
Okay.
Per key tech. For any purchase.
Yeah, that's what we told them earlier. We also looked up malaprop examples. Go ahead, honey.
I don't remember that right now. Don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
That was an example. So an example is caterpillars metaphor into butterflies.
That's your example.
That's my example. I came up with that one after hearing the example Stella gave me. So if you didn't catch that, I said metaphor instead of metamorphosize. So it sounds similar, and you improperly use one over the other, and it makes for kind of like a comical thing when it hits the ear. You're like, huh, that's wonky. That's not right. So there's an example. Anyways, back to the movie thing. It was a good movie.
You're not really adding anything.
I thought it was good. also thought it was interesting. It's like, in my recollection, I don't watch a lot of these types of movies, I guess.
What type?
Fantasy romance? I guess. So if you guys don't watch the movie, you can probably guess she has sex with the weird fish man, and you know, it's comical because it just never happens. You don't have, you know, like mermaids, regular people. And it's not even a mermaid. It's like a fish person. Like all fish, not like half fish, half not fish. And so that was, you know, there was a joke in the movie. It's like, how does that work? So that was kind of funny. But yeah, I was entertained. Entertained?
Okay.
What were your issues with the movie?
We keep missing the beginning, and it's your fault.
Yeah, that really bothers me.
But it's your fault.
I don't know what happened in the
I
beginning.
find parking spots. I drive there quickly. We don't use the GPS anymore. You had breakfast.
And then like he heals himself, and then like what? He can walk, but sometimes it's not okay. And then how do they know that the water that they're putting him in is the correct salinity level? Or does he just like swim magically to the correct area? I don't know. No?
This wasn't a problem you brought up.
Well, I mean, I thought about it as I was watching the movie. I was like, at the end, I'm confused. He can like magically heal himself, and then when does that ability kick in? This is now turned into like a spoiler thing, I suppose.
How have you missed that train?
Once, well, I try not to, kind of. Like once they're in when they're in the lab, the scenes from when it starts to when like he gets taken, it all happens within like, I don't know, like a week or so. Well, I don't know. She develops an interest in it, but it seems pretty quick. They stopped doing the calendar flipping, so I don't really know how long it takes, because they do the calendar flipping once in between and then once after to continually keep track of how long she's going to keep them for. But like, I don't know. It's kind of weird that he didn't know. And like, how does his healing work? Or his magic? That's fine. It's magic. It can just be random. I can accept that.
What if he didn't want to heal, so the guy would stop?
But he did heal. He was always fine when the girl saw him.
Stop.
Well, that's the review. It was good.